Welcome to day 361, Becoming Peace, Meditation and Inspiration. The name of today's session is 5 Lessons, Part 1. It's the day after Christmas, and this meditation is dedicated to my daughter, Sydney Marie, also known as my Pooh Bear. I hope you have a most beautiful, amazing, awesome 30th birthday today. I was so joyous to get a little baby girl, and now she's all grown up with 2 babes of her own. This is the last week of the daily Becoming Peace meditations. We'll soon be bringing 366 days to a close. And I've been honored to release this content to the world and hope it serves as a helpful tool to bring more peace and light into the lives of many listeners for years to come. The plan for next year is to release 1 meditation per week going forward. I wanted to leave you, though, with my best in the way of 5 unforgettable and most precious lessons I've learned over my lifetime in the next 5 days. I just wanted to leave you with the most 5 meaningful lessons I've learned over almost 60 years I've been on the planet. Game changers for me, if you will. So join me inside while I deliver 1 precious lesson each day for the next 5 days. Please find a comfy place to sit, relax, and let down all the stress for the next few moments. Let down whatever is becoming heavy for you to carry and pack around with you. Take several deep breaths as you relax into the posture. Know that you are safe and seen here. This first one of 5 golden nuggets I would like to leave with you has to do with keeping your heart intact. The way that you handle your expectations will either ruin you or save you. It's just that simple. I want to premise this first golden nugget by saying, I am not being cynical, negative, or sarcastic in any way when I deliver these nuggets to you in these sessions. I'm purely giving you my straight up thoughts and inspirations, which life has taught me and tutored into me, and sometimes taught me through a whole lot of pain. If I could have been more fluid and flexible, I could have saved myself a whole lot of battle wounds. So I'm hoping that you that are listening can save yourself some grief by at least hearing what I have to say, and knowing this is coming from a place of love, not hate. I think that it's almost a shame that we cannot fully rely on the actions of others, that we can't rely on them to make us happy or to fulfill our needs. Humans are fallible. They aren't perfect. and most often hurt one another without malice. It's just what humans do. They try to make themselves the most comfortable and usually have the mindset of keeping themselves safe and alive. These are survival tactics. It's even more disappointing, though, when you realize people change. They never stay the same, and most people won't hold up what they say or what they commit to. They wander off in winding paths and never really do have the intentions of sticking to their word 100%. They give it a good try, but we all fall short of truly keeping our word. So the peace that comes in recognizing and surrendering to this is: don't set yourself up for heartache by believing people will come and save you. They won't. It's up to you to save yourself. The best lesson I've taken from all this is I know I can rely on myself. I will show up for me. I expect no one to show up for me. If someone does indeed show up, it's just frosting on the cake. And if someone shows up and I don't have to ask them or even have to have a clue that they will be showing up, it's a dang cherry on top. By encompassing this mindset, it's the way I'm not disappointed. After living for years and years and years and expecting people to do what they say they will or treat me the way I would treat them, and believing that they are committed, I've been shattered more times than I can count. I've found a deep, lasting peace in just allowing people to be who they are and not expecting anything from them. Had I known that this is what life would teach me, yes, indeed, I would have done so many things differently. I would have made different choices, walked many different paths, and made much wiser choices. This is why hindsight is always referred to as 2020. Yet another life lesson. That one is for another day. I hope this concept does not cause great angst in your heart. Sometimes this is difficult for ears to hear and hearts to accept. But I found it to be a very true, rare principle that sometimes a human heart just can't wrap their head around. I know we always like to think the best of others. We always want to think they will show up for us the way they said they would. But the reality is, Jesus and God the Father are the only two who show up perfectly for us. Oftentimes, we don't even know what the plan is for us. So we have to walk by faith. But I've learned to never, ever question their plan. They know the end from the beginning, and I have faith enough to trust in that even though I can't see more than 5 feet in front of me in the lane of life most of the time. Take this all to heart. Begin to surrender to what is and just let them. Like Mel Robbins says, let them be who they are. Let them do what they're doing, because then you'll get a real peek into who they really are, and let them show up the way they want. in the end, you will never have control over how someone else shows up. This is good news, though. Guess what we do have control over? How we show up. So start showing up for yourself and ask God to show you the many ways He is showing up for you. Is it okay to hurt when people don't show up the way they say they will? Yes, it's a natural human response. And I preface this by saying in the beginning of this session that this would be a meditation to learn how to protect your heart. If you want your heart always gaping and bleeding and torn and bruised, go ahead and put all your eggs into someone else's control and hands. If you decide you want to live a more on purpose, blissful, peaceful life, then go ahead and take back control of your life and rely on yourself and your Maker. So I'm going to give you some time to process these thoughts. I hope you find some inspiration here today. Make sure you have a journal and pen to write what comes through. Enjoy your time in the silence. Let's come back. Come back to the present and take a few deep cleansing breaths. Slowly continue to breathe and come back when you're ready. Peace comes when I rein in my expectations and continue building faith in myself and my Maker, where the outcomes of my life are concerned. May you be blessed today for showing up. I encourage you to write down your thoughts and inspirations in your meditation journal, and I will be back tomorrow. Thanks for joining me today. Bye for now.